So today I'm going to start on the running stitch on week 2 of our stitches. If you missed last week, make sure you go back and check out the back stitch if you don't know how to do that already. To get the link to this pattern, and there's 3 others, so it'll be for 15 stitches in total. You can get these 3 free patterns in the link below, and I've just transferred these onto my fabric using the carbon paper tracing method, and I have a video on how to do this if you need to refer to that too. So running stitch, it's probably the simplest embroidery stitch that there is. It's just straight stitches with gaps. It's pretty much the same as your back stitch, but you just miss every other one. Running stitch is mainly used for decorative borders. It gives a quilting style texture. It's a quick sketchy stitch which can be used for outlines, and it works best, a bit like the back stitch, with either a 2 or 3 thread count. Don't forget, if you're enjoying these videos, I'd really appreciate it if you can hit that thumbs up and give this a like and subscribe. Okay, so I have my cotton on my thread with a knot at the end again, and then I'm just going to start at the end of my line, come up from underneath until you can't pull that through anymore, and then go down again. You want to try and keep an even space in between your stitches, and try and keep your stitches around about the same sort of size. And then you miss a stitch, come up, and then rather than going back on yourself like we did with the back stitch, you just go back down like that, and then miss one, and then we come up from underneath again, missing a stitch, pull that through, and then back down. Now, if you should need to finish off your thread and join a new one, I mean, I am actually okay, but I will show you how I do this. You just put your needle back down through the fabric to the bottom, and then I just go to my previous stitch, pull it through, and then just create a loop to knock that off. You can always double knot if you prefer. Then we just get our next bit of cotton on our needle, get that all re-threaded and knotted off. And then move your needle along from your missed stitch, and then just start it off again. and you just continue in exactly the same way that we was before with our running stitch right to the end, and you will secure this off the same way that we secured off our stitch just then to join the new one. And there we go, that is our super simple running stitch, all done all the way along and finished off. As I said before, this stitch is probably the easiest embroidery stitch and is great for decorative borders and sketchy sort of outlines around things. It's really good to get the hang of this because a lot of stitches work off the back of the principle of this stitch. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that thumbs up and like and subscribe, and I will see you next week for whip stitch. Thank you.